Hello and welcome to Toothless Tesla. My recent commute on Monday 8th of August took less than 25 minutes in total, but in that short time I will show you about 10 incidents of poor driving from Hong Kong drivers. Clip 1 is a typical late lane changer who, through sheer selfishness, blocks up a lane and causes a tailback. You can see earlier on that this white Toyota Serena could have moved to his left lane, but he chose not to. And now you can see that because he is a late lane changer, he is in the wrong lane and he is blocking a lot of traffic behind him. Even as the traffic lights turn green, he still can't change lane and continues to be a nuisance to other drivers. Here I'm just speeding up this part of the journey until the next poor driving incident. Clip 2 is an aggressive dump truck driver. These professional drivers spend a lot of time on the roads, and in my experience observing them, I have seen these drivers really thrash the engines in these dump trucks. I've seen many of these dump trucks going at breakneck speed and also overturning in their mad dash towards whatever waste transfer station or construction site they are going to. This particular dump truck is aggressive because he's not only driving fast, but he's deliberately staying in this lane until the final moment. Again, he's a late lane changer. He's taking this line because he believes I am going to cut in front of him whilst turning left. This is not what I'm actually doing because I'm focused on going straight ahead. But the dump truck driver doesn't know that and assumes I am just like any other silly Tesla driver. Did I say silly Tesla driver? Well, just take a look at the red Tesla Model 3 driver behind me. This is the type of Tesla driver that the dump truck driver and other Hong Kong drivers are wary of. Clip 3 is a red Tesla Model 3 driver who must get in front. You can see from my rear view dashcam that the red Tesla Model 3 is sitting behind the dump truck and obviously doesn't like to be behind it and wants to overtake it. So he moves out to the outer right lane. The only problem the red Tesla Model 3 has is that he is now behind me and I am not in a race with the dump truck driver, despite what both the dump truck and red Tesla Model 3 drivers think. So because of my speed, the Tesla Model 3 is now in a race with the red Honda Civic. You may have noticed that the red Honda Civic, when changing lanes, goes over the white solid line. Also, the red Tesla Model 3 needs to move back across at least 2 lanes to turn left. In fact, you can see that the red Tesla Model 3 ultimately moves across 3 lanes so that he could try to undertake the dump truck. Clip 4 is another must get in front driver. Here you can see I am on the left lane going at the speed limit and there is an Audi hell-bent on trying to overtake me. This kind of thing happens a lot along this stretch of road, as I'm sure many of you would have seen in my previous learning videos. Even though I'm going at 80 km per hour, the Audi is still trying to see if he can overtake me. Eventually, he realizes he can't get in front of me and he even can't change lanes because there are other cars in the other lane, blocking him. The Audi has to wait for other cars to pass him before he can change lanes. This Audi driver doesn't want to stay behind me. I just think the Audi driver is aggressive and crazy like many Hong Kong drivers who simply think they must get in front.
when.
Clip 5 is me being polite because I noticed that the BMW signalled ahead of time to notify me that he wanted to change lane. Because of this clear indication, I am happy to allow him to change lanes in front of me. Many other drivers simply just don't bother signalling, as we shall see in a later clip. I didn't realise, but there was a bit of a hold up here because the traffic lights up ahead are out, and there are traffic police who are diverting and managing the traffic up ahead. It's at times like these where we are grateful and appreciative of the traffic police. Clip 6 is about lane discipline. Here, a white Toyota is exiting the car park and actually crosses over into my lane.
It goes all the way out into my lane. It's terrible.
You can hear my reaction when I realised he was really close to my Tesla, and luckily there was no contact. Clip 7 is another incident about lane discipline. Here, the Mercedes CLS takes his time in changing lanes. Drivers like this are selfish because they want the best of both lanes. We are not finished yet with this Mercedes CLS driver. Clip 8 is an absent-minded driver who has forgotten to turn on his lights. This kind of thing happens quite often, and I don't understand why drivers can't see the status of their lights from their dashboard. I know Hong Kong has plenty of ambient city lights, but this is no excuse for not putting on your lights at night. Clip 9 is the same Mercedes CLS driver we saw earlier, and this time he is undertaking another Mercedes CLS. Both Mercedes, in fact, want to move to the left lane, but the first Mercedes CLS driver is the one who must get in front, because we've already established that he is selfish and inconsiderate. Here's a short interlude where I hope you can enjoy the Hong Kong lights at dusk. We are heading towards Tsim Sha Tsui East, and it's always a pretty sight along this route, especially with the city lights. Clip 10 is a taxi who wants to cut in front of me. When he fails to cut in front of me, he tries to cut in front of the truck behind me. What's incredible is that at no time did this arrogant taxi driver ever signal to let other road users know that he wanted to change lanes. Compared to my clip 5, where I allowed the driver to change lanes in front of me because he was polite enough to signal, this arrogant taxi driver didn't bother signalling, so why should anyone let him in? I don't understand drivers who just don't bother to indicate or communicate with other road users. So, for my short commute on Monday 8th of August, which took less than 25 minutes in total, there were 10 incidents that have aspects of driver education, to share with you. I hope you find this video useful in giving you some insight into how Hong Kong drivers in general drive with their aggressive and selfish attitudes. Again, not all Hong Kong drivers are like this. It's just that we tend to notice the more negative aspects of the way people drive here. The main thing is that we learn from other people's mistakes and behavior so that we don't commit them ourselves. Thank you for watching and stay safe.